Alright, Guy on Games. This one's uploaded pretty late today because I actually just flat out forgot to do it because I was working on my groups videos all day, so it's super late. Not that it really matters because I remembered in time for it to be today. But, of course, special editions, and this is basically special editions for games because that's the only thing that I buy special editions of outside of maybe I have like the Back to the Future movie collection. I have like the old one, not the Blu-ray version, so not, just not the new one. But anyway, I'm gonna start off with this, even though technically it's not a special edition. It is the special case for Assassin's Creed 3, which you get in the pre-order, or which you got with the pre-order from GameStop. And they did this again with Dead Island Riptide, which I pre-ordered. But when I pre-ordered Assassin's Creed, they had it in the store, so they were just like handing them out as soon as you pre-ordered it. But with Dead Island, they kept it until you actually got the game. So I probably won't end up with the Dead Island one when I actually pick it up. But special editions of games are generally pretty sweet. Because for one, you get stuff like this. Because most special edition games come with like this steel case for your game, which I have for Resident Evil 5, which is not here, it's at my mom's. But that came in a little box. It had the steel case, it came with a little figure and the necklace, which I actually wore so much the cord ripped. So now I have to fix that. Like, I have a cord, but I have to actually put the thing together. I can never get it to stay on, or it'll just fall off. But it came with the little figure of Chris, the necklace, and a patch that I think's an iron-on patch, but I'm not really sure. I never tried it because I'd have to get like the perfect shirt to do it, and odds are that would be an actual Resident Evil shirt. But I do have the Infamous 2 Hero Edition, which I got from I got it on Amazon actually, and I unfortunately I waited so long it went up to like the $50 or $60, and I could have had it like super cheap. I was kind of going back and forth between waiting for it at this Kmart that's by my house because they had it on clearance, and I think it was after like the first month because this when it first came out I believe it cost like 120 or something crazy like that. It might have only been like 90 or something, but they had it for like $60, and that had to have only been 1 or 2 months after. And so I was waiting for it to go down even further. This is the biggest thing that comes with it, the backpack. I don't know if you can really see it. There it is. You get the little Sly Cooper because it's by Sucker Punch. But you get the backpack, you get a little mini comic that's between the first game and the second game that continues the story, or kind of, well, yeah, it continues the story and kind of connects the games better. But you only get the first part, and I think it's 6 parts or something. And it's a little mini comic, just showing all the characters, what they did, and introducing some of the newer characters. You also get a ton of DLC. Plus, you get this little Cole McGrath statue, like perched on the ledge or whatever. So you get this. Hopefully it won't fall. And this is nice. It doesn't really bend. Like, you can bend some of the bits a little bit. But for the most part, yeah, you just let it stand. It looks like the arms can move back and forth. Like, it really looks like it, but you can't move the arms either. But this one's pretty sweet. And then, like I said, you get a ton of DLC. You get alternate costumes. You get the original Infamous costume. You get a costume for the main villain in the first game. A costume for one of the enemy groups from the first one. And you can change his little weapon on the back. It's called an amp. And you can change it to like a caveman stick, the 24 karat gold amp, There's some other stuff. Oh, Sly Cooper's cane, and then my favorite one personally is the katana. And the coolest thing about all those, like the weapons and the costumes, is that when you have them, they actually show up because all the cutscenes for Infamous are in-game cutscenes outside of the comic scenes. So everything you have, all the different angles, you can like see the katana, or if he's in like the enemy costume, it looks like a different character, and he looks kind of cool because they do all the zooms and stuff like that. So it's really detailed alternate costumes and weapons. The only thing is that sometimes the weapons look weird, like the katana. He'll still hold it like he's holding the amp, so it'll, instead of the blade facing towards the person, it might be facing towards him, so it'll look kind of weird sometimes. But that's really just with the katana. And I'm not sure about Sly Cooper's cane. I don't really use anything else about the katana because it's a katana, so can't tell you much about that. Other stuff for special editions that I enjoy, aside from like the little DLC like that, costumes and stuff, is like game altering DLC, which they have some for Infamous as well. Like it's not a whip, but it's sort of like a latch or something like that, where you can basically traverse faster. So that's pretty cool. In other games, like I have the Force Unleashed Special Edition, or like Sith Edition, whatever it's called, and that comes with all the DLC, including the like alternate, the movie reality DLC, which is pretty cool. And they have that for the second one as well, I believe. Which, well, I know they have the level, but I'm assuming the special edition has the DLC as well. But those are the best type, you know. Also, like Mass Effect Special Edition came with the From Ashes DLC. It also had the dog, which did absolutely nothing. Like, I didn't buy it, but like my friend had it. He was like, "Yeah, it barks. It's a robot dog that barks," and that was about it. But the best thing was the fact that it came with the From Ashes DLC, which adds the Prothean character, who's a pretty big deal because if you don't play Mass Effect, I'll just tell you, Protheans are like basically the most important species in the Mass Effect universe because they existed before all other creatures did. They were basically the life cycle before, and all the other races that are currently existing only have ancient technology about them. So adding a character, made that a pretty big deal. But stuff like that is generally pretty cool. Alternate costumes are okay. Like Star Wars had a ton of alternate costumes that really did nothing, and it was interesting because, of course, if you didn't have the Sith edition, you'd have to pay for those to get them, and it did nothing. It was, you look like C-3PO or look like Luke Skywalker. It had to have been about 20 or 30 alternate costumes, and they did. I mean, obviously, they didn't have any sort of alternate powers, and they just kind of got old. But I think there was one thing which was for a specific crystal for your lightsaber, and you could make it a really cool color. I think that was about it. But special editions, generally are pretty sweet. I saw some today at the Kmart that I was actually at, because they still have Halo. I want to say Halo Reach on clearance for like, I think it's $50 or something. Like the really like the giant box, and then, or no, it's not Halo Reach. Which one is it? It might be Reach. I can't remember. Whichever one came in the really giant box, they still have that there. They have Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I think, the little box, and that comes with the Jack in the Box figure and the exclusive multiplayer map. Stuff like that's pretty cool. And always, you can, stuff like that. Little figures, I think, are always really sweet. Like I remember Bioshock 2 had like the deluxe edition, and it came with the little Big Daddy statue. And like the current Bioshock there's like the special edition, then the Songbird edition, which is the ultimate one, and that has like a songbird, which is the main enemy, I guess I haven't actually played the game. I just know it's one of the main enemies, and so it's like a giant bird statue, and then you have all these cards and lithograph figures and all types of cool stuff, and it does cost a ton of money. But it's obviously it's for the collectors, and that stuff's pretty nice to have. Have your collection. You have like I said, the infamous statue, and then you can have Ezio or just any other random character. You can have like a weapon from the game, like Dead Space does, which is always pretty cool. I think it was the second one that had like a super deluxe edition, and it came with the replica. It also came with like a giant um, deluxe comic book for all the comics that came out before the game, and that was pretty sweet too. But tell me about what special editions you have, or what special editions you miss that you really wish you could get, because now you find them and they're like $1 million on Amazon, which is crazy. But people just put like 555.99. It's just like that's crazy. But tell me what you like. Tell me which ones you hated, like you thought were just pointless. And like I said, tell me which ones you're looking forward to, because I know there are some that are coming out that should be pretty cool. I can't actually think of any right now, but I know somebody's got something really sweet coming out. So comment, rate, subscribe if you like, and thanks for watching.